Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding out your entire credit card debt is gone. Just vanished. No warning, no paperwork. Just wiped clean. Too good to be true? Well, maybe not. Because buried deep within a recent 1,200-page federal financial reform bill, there's a single line, overlooked by nearly everyone, that could change everything. And yes, it involves banks being forced to cancel certain kinds of debt. What kind? For who? And when? Stick around, because what you're about to hear could be the biggest financial twist of the decade. But before we dive in, don't miss out on future breaking money news. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to be the last to know when your financial future changes overnight. So let's rewind just a few days ago. As financial analysts combed through the newly passed Consumer Debt Protection and Fair Lending Act, most of the headlines focused on interest rate caps and late fee limits. But one eagle-eyed policy expert from Georgetown University posted a single tweet that started a firestorm online. Why is no one talking about Section 347B? This clause could legally compel banks to erase unsecured consumer debt under specific income brackets. This is massive. Erase debt? Automatically? Now hold on, this isn't a social media hoax. This is a clause that was voted on, signed, and enacted. So what exactly does it say? And how close are we to banks actually forgiving credit card balances? Don't go anywhere, because the next few minutes might explain why your next credit card statement could look very different. Section 347B, titled Emergency Consumer Debt Relief Adjustment, authorizes the Treasury Department to activate automatic debt cancellation for certain Americans during periods of economic distress. Here's the shocker. That economic distress was already triggered last month due to a sharp drop in household savings and rising delinquency rates. Which means, yes, the conditions to activate this clause have already been met. But wait, don't jump to check your account just yet. Only certain debts qualify, and here's where it gets even more interesting. If your credit card is classified as a non-collateralized high-risk personal credit line and your household income is under $75,000, you're likely included. This affects Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and even some retail cards, but not all. Want to know which banks are participating? You'll want to hear what's next. Also, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe. This channel breaks down hidden financial news you won't find anywhere else. And if this law impacts you, you'll want updates the moment new lists drop. Here's the kicker. According to leaked memos from internal banking communications, at least 5 of the top 10 U.S. banks have already begun preparing debt adjustment notice. That's right, there are early signs that Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Capital One, Citibank, and even Synchrony Financial could be impacted. Customer service reps have reportedly received internal instructions on how to handle calls about automatic debt forgiveness, starting as early as next week. Now here's a chilling detail. One memo instructs agents not to disclose eligibility unless the customer specifically asks. Wait, what? Yes, you might qualify, but they won't tell you unless you ask the right question. So what should you say when you call? Stick around. I'll give you the exact script, word for word, after the next segment. And while you're here, smash that like button if you think debt relief should be more transparent. Let's make sure this news reaches more people who need it. So far, here's what we know. If your individual income is below $75,000 or household under $150,000, you're carrying unsecured credit card debt. You filed a federal tax return in either 2022 or 2023, and your account has been active for more than 12 months. You're likely eligible for at least partial debt cancellation. The Treasury Department is expected to announce the first list of eligible consumers within days, and banks will be required to notify customers within 15 business days. But, and this is a big but, there's a cap. Only $48 billion has been allocated for the first round. That means first come, first served. And if the fund runs dry, you're out. This cliffhanger isn't theoretical. People are checking their credit reports right now and finding balances zeroed out before any official announcement. So here's what you can do to check if you're one of them. Here's the exact 3-step plan to see if you're included. Step 1. Log into your credit card portal and look under Recent Transactions and Adjustments. Look for phrases like Federal Relief Offset or Debt Reconciliation. Step 2. Call your card's customer service and say this. Hi, I'm calling to check if I'm eligible under the new Federal Debt Relief Clause authorized in Section 347B. Can you check if my account is on the Treasury Relief List? That exact phrase triggers the system. Step 3. Visit the official Treasury portal launching this Friday at treasuryrelief.gov and enter your Social Security number to confirm your status. Now, do not wait. As we said earlier, this fund is limited. Once it's gone, it's gone. So if you or someone you know has been drowning in debt, this could be the moment everything changes. Just imagine walking into next month debt-free, not because you paid it off, but because the system changed overnight and you were lucky enough to catch it. This isn't a conspiracy. This isn't a scam. This is real legislation with real consequences. And if you're not watching closely, you'll miss it. So here's what you do now. Subscribe to this channel. We're tracking every update, every leak, and every list. Comment below with your thoughts. Do you believe this is fair? Are you eligible? Let's talk. Share this video with just one friend who needs to hear this today. The clock is ticking. Your balance could be disappearing any moment now. Stay alert, stay informed, and as always, we'll keep you updated.